What's up, everybody? This is TeknoBlast, and from the very beginning, ever since the Series S was announced, I've always compared the Series S and the PlayStation 5. I've never compared the PlayStation 5 against the Series X because the Series X is on a totally different level that the PS5 cannot match with. So it's only fair that I compare the Series S and the PS5. Now, earlier this week, developers for Outriders provided some information about the resolution and the frames per second for each console. Now, we knew that the Series X was going to do 4K 60 frames. And now the information that was included was that the Series S was going to output 1080 by 30. And as the news spread about this information, of course, the Sony cult members jumped the opportunity to attack the little beast, the Kevin Hart console, because it's doing 1080 30. So they started comparing it to like the PS4 and the Xbox One. So they ran with this. They started posting all these attack messages on Twitter. They just, they do what they do whenever they see something about Xbox, something that they can jump the opportunity to make a negative comment about. This is what they do. This is what they're known for. It's predictable. So developers came out pretty quickly and said, hey, our broadcast yesterday mistakenly listed an incorrect Xbox Series output resolution and FPS for Outriders. The correct and intended output is Xbox Series S at 4K at 60 frames per second. Now that the correction has been made for the Xbox Series S, of course, this delivered a huge, massive L to the Sony fans. And it wouldn't be a big deal if those guys would have pretty much just shut their mouth, because like I said, they jumped on the opportunity to kind of make fun of the Series S because they thought, and they were wrong, that it was going to be 1080 by 30. So again, they took the Sony fan base, that cult. I'm not saying that every Sony fan, but that cult collection of people just took a massive pie to the face. And a huge L. So now you have these Sony fans crying in the corner like a baby. Because they cannot believe that the Series S can stand toe-to-toe against the PlayStation 5 and win. And this is why I always compare the Series X, because the Series X is like big brother to the Series S. It's way up here, right? It's gonna have to sit on top. There's no way around it. So it's gonna look at the little brother and be like, hey, you need to sack up, man up. And that's what it did here. It stood toe to toe against the PlayStation 5 and won. So the fan base cannot believe, they cannot handle that the Series S can outdo the PlayStation 5 in every way possible. So like I always said, don't judge the Series S just because it's the digital version and the small stature. All right, guys, I think this is funny that the Sony fan base took a huge pie in the face. Like Greg, baby. And took a massive L because of the Series S, and they're quick to jump on it because they thought it was less resolution and frames per second, and they were wrong. And before I go, you guys need to check out my boy New Legal and his channel Direct Gaming. He has a lot of great content. He has great interviews with people, and you don't want to miss out. All right, guys, this is TeknoBlast, and I'm out.